I think...
Oh, wait. Wait. Before we go any further, what's that word?
Facade.
What?
It's like you're putting on a mask. Like,
Hey, you guys. So you've got this language here, yeah, okay, continue.
So when I'm under the influence of my drug of choice,
Yeah.
you know, there's a sense of I feel like I have became what I want to become.
Yeah.
Whether even if it's something that I'm not good at, I feel like I am able to do it at that moment.
At that moment, yeah.
And it is only in the eyes of my own eyes that I can do it. Nobody else can see the ability.
Yeah.
So I would think that I can speak proper English or whatever. Meanwhile, I'm only just fooling myself. It's just a lot of taboo ways that I don't even know myself what do they mean.
So when you mentioned that, then family said we don't want you, you know, the person that you are, and we don't want you. How did that feel for you?
Hey, you know, when I was in that situation, a lot of brothers were, you know, when you are in rehab, you get an opportunity to make calls at home. They get to send you cigarettes, they get to send you food and whatnot, visit you. I knew that they were not coming. But I still had a little hope that maybe at the end of my program, because it was 6 weeks, they would come and, you know, accept me back at home. But when it was the day to make the final call of saying, when are you ready to come and fetch him, they were like, hey, make a way, maybe send him to a shelter or somewhere. We don't want him here. And then I was like, I think I was better off in the streets.
Sure.
You know. But then my sponsor to call, you know, my mentor, he's the guy that actually got me this far. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have made it in my recovery journey. So it got to a point where I went to a halfway house. And in that halfway house, you know, it's just a matter of being interviewed. Why can't you go home? I don't know. They don't want me at home. I'm gonna go to a shelter. There's no shelter that wants Kagiso because Kagiso vandalized all the shelters in Joburg. So there's no place that this guy can go. You know, nobody trusts this guy. So when I went into this halfway house inside the rehab, I stayed there for over 1 year and 5 months. Inside that halfway house. I only went to visit home. After I think 9 months, my mother called and then she was like, are you back in your right senses or in your mind?
In your mind,
And I was like, I don't think I'm even ready to come home. This is not the time.
So with all that, so the issue of a mentor played a critical role in your life.
Huge.
What can you say to somebody who's listening to you who doesn't have a mentor?
Hey, Chance, I think you cannot mentor yourself. I think a fool cannot mentor itself. You know, so the very same mindset that told me that drugs are not the problem cannot be the very same mindset that tells me that I don't have a problem. There really needs to be somebody who has been through this journey that's gonna also help you, because this is a place where now we speak of similarities rather than the differences. I look at somebody who has been through the same thing similarly to my journey, has stayed in the streets, has been rejected at home, and then that's the person, when I look at them today and I see what recovery has done for them, I look up to such people. And that's what helped me. I discovered that in him. And still today, when I go on my 4th year today, he's doing 27 years in recovery.
27 years.
Yes. So each and every single day when I come across a challenge, he refers me to how his day was when he was 4 years in recovery. You know, so it just keeps me going that way. And where I'm sitting, I would have for a long time stopped working in Second Chance. But through him, through his suggestion, not advices. Because a suggestion, it's a thing of, it's either you take it or you don't. But an advice, it's a must. So for him, it was like, dude, I suggest that you stay in Second Chance. Those people, they need you. They need your help. You are the evidence. You cannot go to a private rehab and tell them about being homeless. They don't relate with that. Stay where people relate with you. You know? So that's what keeps me here. You know, I don't want to be in Mamelodi. But my purpose
Mamelodi is the only place where God is. and so while you are in that journey, when that voice comes and say, hey, go smoke again, what do you do?
No. When that voice comes, I play the movie through.
Sure.
Immediately when I hear the voice, I start pressing play on the movie. I let the movie play from, okay, Kagiso now he has a car, he has money, he can buy the drugs. Tomorrow he's gonna wake up without that car, the family doesn't want him, he's back in the streets, he's smoking again. And then I play it in the cars, those ways that come out. I play them in my mind like, hey,
like you did with the pilot thing.
You know what I mean? So that cast where there's names of the directors, which is me there, and then there's my smoking buddies.
So you starring Kagiso, villain Kagiso.
Then the skin goes black, he died. Because there's only 3 places that now I can end up. Actually, I don't think. I've been in jail, I've been in an institution. The only place that's left for Kagiso is there. So at the end of this movie, what I see is my grave.
Sure.
So I cannot afford to be confused about my voice telling me that I should pick up. There's no way. So my cravings, they go away immediately when I think of a newcomer that just came in recovery. To say, hey, drugs are still raw, drugs are still core. There's a guy that came in recovery with a crash. So I was like, so drugs off now. They make people to work in crashes. That's not what I want.
Exactly.
So when I look at the people, like most of them, Mama Melody Barba to be let home. When I look at how they are, the medication they drink right now, it gives me an opportunity to say, Ndota, you cannot afford to smoke drugs anymore. I mean, what recovery has done for me from the when you're not even dark, man, you are still like
yellow bone.
So when I think about myself, you wouldn't even recognize me how I was in active addiction.
Serious?
Never.
So
how I look right now, hey, I deserve to be somebody's husband. No, it's not me marketing. That's what we call the fruits of recovery.
Exactly.
The gift is clear. That freedom from active addiction is here. I've survived all these years. That's the freedom. Now I must enjoy these fruits because they come in many forms and many shapes.
Exactly.
Everything that I have, it's something that I never had in active addiction. If I could make a call to my mom right now, it's no longer overtime. It's like, hi, my son.
Sure. Wow.
So those things are exactly. I look up to someone. And my dad having to ask me, it's not about let's hide the paint of the house, but it's Kagiso, which color of the house should we paint? Things have changed. So the relationship I have with God, that's what's important in my recovery.
In your recovery. Sure.
As the guys that are from Second Chance, I can even silence the voice of any music that is happening.
Sure. Anyone who has a question for Kagiso and Choletau? Go call him. Mike Gelo. But in your I go a little feet of voice, but